a few months ago, Joe posted this poem called N-Word and the Black Sculpture. And I wanted him, and I saw it, I tweeted it out, it was phenomenal, because we were having a discussion on Twitter about the N-Word, and you know how I feel about that. So I wanted Joe to read it, and so when we sat down with him, got a chance for him to actually do it. So check this out. This is Joe Morton, a poem that he wrote on the N-Word.
The N-word has been burned into the psyche of black folk in this country, not unlike the numbers branded on the bodies of living Jews in concentration camps. And its stigma is equally as indelible. If I were a sculptor, I would create a memorial to all those who have suffered from its poisonous and debilitating effects. I would construct the word out of deeply scarred and rusted steel to symbolize its onerous antiquity and unfortunate endurance. I would make the letters as tall as the average person to suggest that human beings, not animals, were demeaned by this word. I would overlay the tarnished metal with clumps of thick black paint, let them dry, and pick at them, leaving deep wounds to emphasize the African culture that was debased, cut away, and left to decay. I would inlay the ulcerated steel with hair, segments of human bone, and dog's teeth to recall the outrageous violence with which the protesters marching under the banner of civil rights were met. I would take flesh-like fragments of the American flag and embed them in the corners of the word to represent the lacerated tissue of American democracy. I would dot the I with the eye of providence as seen on the back of our $1 bill, but with a cataract, to remind us that this word, as connected to slavery and blinded by religion, was all about profit and oppression. I would put at the end of the word an exclamation point made of whips coiled together and dotted with a cannonball to recall the Civil War and the end of slavery. I would stain the word with blood, the blood shed by freedom fighters everywhere, and bury the entire construct in barren ground, so one could stand over it and read it, and to illustrate that wherever this word is planted, nothing grows.
Kickstart your day at 7 and get the news you need from the perspective you want. News 1 Now with Roland Martin, every weekday morning at 7 on TV 1.